Egypt. Well, with me now is David Hammond, Chief Executive at the independent maritime human rights charity, Human Rights at Sea. And you effectively have this umbrella role, don't you? You look at patterns, the migrant patterns around this area, and you work with various charities?
Yes, we work with and we support mainly in the advocacy role the likes of Migrant Offshore Aid Station right from their inception, and also the German NGO Sea-Watch. And we place our interns particularly with the likes of Sea-Watch as well.
What do you know about this particular incident from those agencies you've spoken to today?
To be honest, the facts we've received right up to the moment I'm speaking to you have been quite sketchy. There's a lot of hearsay, and I think Ola Garin's team have probably got more accurate information than we have. But this is, again, another tragedy, and it is just another example of the migrant networks and indeed the criminal networks moving to other areas, but exploiting the desperation of economic mixed migration.
We focus so much on, or we have this summer at least, focused on Libya and the thousands of people who've been heading to Italy from Libya. But this route from Egypt, much more treacherous.
Well, every route is treacherous, and some people are saying, well, this is a new route. Well, yes and no. No, because there have always been routes from the Maghreb and North Africa into Europe. And yes, because of the instability in Libya that we know of, and pushing the criminal networks really to the east. But they, as I've said publicly, they're multi-headed hydras, and they will adapt very quickly. Their business model is very, very quick and adaptable.
I was off the coast of Libya earlier this year, as I know you've been as well. And of course there, the smugglers have shifted their tactics a little bit. So they're on plastic boats, and the intent is only to get them to the ships that are 15 kilometres nautical miles off the coast. This is slightly different though. These are big wooden boats in Egypt that are loaded full of people. Is the intent to try and get them somewhere near Malta, Cyprus? Is that the idea?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. In fact, ironically, with Frontex, with the EUNAVFOR Med, and indeed the NGOs that are working out there, we've actually provided a helping hand to the the criminal networks. And if it's the case that they can get more on the vessel and only push them out so far into international waters because they know they're going to get rescued, or they suspect they're going to get rescued, then actually we're almost handing it to the criminal gangs.
Yeah. Interesting that we're not seeing many Syrians on this boat. These are mostly Africans, aren't they? People from Eritrea, Somalia, Egypt as well. What is the sort of route that people are taking to get to Egypt? Why would they end up there?
Well, there's a number of routes coming through Africa. I've spent 14 months in Mali and did a lot of field work there as well. And the main routes coming up through the likes of Niger as well, Mali, and also pushing in through Sudan. There are set routes. They're ancient routes, to be honest, that are continually exploited. And you will find that, as I say, the smugglers will adapt as the constabulary and the judicial authorities within those countries try and combat them, you know, with laws and constabulary actions.
But no sense the numbers are falling?
No, not at all. Not certainly from our investigations.
David Hammond, really good to see you. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.